Today we have gathered all of the biggest trends this week and compiled it into one quick video for you with timestamps if you'd like to skip to any part of the video. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with many YouTube channels and welcome back to everything that you missed that's been trending this week. This is we cover all of, again, the biggest trends, and the things that we are not going to be cover is things that are not YouTube safe. So what we are avoiding is search terms when regarding the stuff like politics, world issues, things like that. We are going to be cover the things that captured the internet the most this week. And let's get started. Again, guys, timestamps are there if you'd like to skip to any particular part of the video. So, okay, get this. You want to know what the biggest Google search was this week? The biggest thing out of everything. Can you guess? It's not difficult to figure out, to be honest. You think about the stuff that happened throughout the past week. What would people be searching for? The biggest search was, why do my eyes hurt? I wonder why. People still didn't listen. People are still looking at the solar eclipse. Guys, I don't get it, man. I don't understand these people. I know people that have looked at the eclipse with their own two eyes. Would you look at the sun? No. Why would you look at the eclipse? It doesn't make any sense. So it's hilarious to me that the number of people that must have looked at the sun directly with their eyes to make this be the biggest search of the week is crazy to me. That's absolutely insane. Why do my eyes hurt? I wonder why your eyes hurt. Like, you don't even have to Google that. Like, come on, man. Moving on, Elon Musk tweeted that there is going to be a huge X update coming very, very soon, and they're updating their algorithm to have less clickbait in it. I don't really know how they could manage to do that because everything's full of clickbait now. How are you going to monitor clickbait? How are you going to update an algorithm to get rid of clickbait? And especially on Twitter of all things, because there's certainly less clickbait. I'm just really interested to see how that works. I hope they actually like really dive into how they're going about this or how they have accomplished it, assuming that they get it done. It's very interesting to me. Now, guys, if you've been following the channel, you might remember a couple weeks ago, I was talking about TikTok having its own section of Instagram. TikTok is going to be getting into photo sharing instead of just video. So they're having their own alternative like Instagram feature within inside of TikTok. You know what I mean? So it has been officially announced that this is going to be called TikTok Notes, and the update's coming very soon, apparently. Staying on the topic of TikTok, also something that we did talk about a little while ago was a bunch of music getting deleted from TikTok, a bunch of artists having their music deleted from TikTok. So Taylor Swift, I don't know how, don't know why, but Taylor Swift's music is all coming back to TikTok if it is not there already. I hope this happens with various creators. I did kind of like the idea, though, that organic music, some of the less known music would kind of really spike up in TikTok. People could find themselves getting discovered. I thought that was really cool, but Taylor Swift, very popular. Her music being on TikTok is definitely going to be leading to some trends. Twitch is also going to be possibly updating something because they are considering adding a rewind feature to Twitch. This is actually surprising that this hasn't been a thing for Twitch because, again, they're falling off behind YouTube. YouTube is the best streaming platform. I will honestly die on that hill, and it's crazy to me that Twitch doesn't have that feature. And the CEO of Twitch said that it would require a complete overhaul to add a rewind feature to Twitch. So I don't even know. I mean, yeah, I guess everybody watching Twitch kind of like with their pants off would like a rewind feature, to be honest with you, because of all these streamers that are on there. But other than that, Twitch is considering adding a rewind feature, but it won't change what Twitch is. People will be there anyways. Now, guys, I was pleasantly surprised by this next one, okay? Because I am somebody who never uses Facebook anymore. I know nothing against people who like Facebook. I just personally grew out of Facebook. I don't really use too much social media at all anymore. If I'm using a social media, I use X myself, but the Facebook poke is returned. Dude, that was something that was so prominent in my childhood. People poking each other and then people going to school the next day, hey, I poked you. Why didn't you poke me back? It was so stupid. It was so childish, but now they're bringing back the poke. I don't know why they ever got rid of it in the first place, man. It was just so wholesome. It's just hearing about that actually flooded me back with a bunch of memories. It's super cute. Staying on the topic of Facebook, though, a Messenger update that everybody has been asking for a very long time is finally here, and you are able to finally share HD photos. I don't know what took so long. It was ridiculous that it took so long. Now, and literally, if I wanted to share something, sometimes I would go through Google Drive because it's ridiculous. Like, insane to me. Discord, you know? Now, Facebook Messenger, which I do use, by the way, Messenger. I forget that it's part of Facebook sometimes. Messenger is one of the best messaging apps there is out there. And the fact that you can save HD photos on there now is very, very nice. Now, here's a little bit of an interesting one for you because something that was trending this week is Pokimane giving her thoughts on streaming versus YouTube. And to be honest with you, it's definitely not any groundbreaking information that I'm about to give you right now, but It's probably trending just because it's Pokimane. I feel like that girl could say I drank some water and then that would be trending, right? But anyways, hey, I'm here giving the news, right? And you know what? I'll probably end up using her in the thumbnail too. But she said that because YouTube content can be evergreen, of course, I'm paraphrasing right now. I read the quote a little bit ago when I was gathering everything here. She was talking about YouTube videos being evergreen. That way, you have the potential to always make money for it as compared to streaming, where you were always making your money live. Not a lot of people are coming back and watching your live streams, especially if you're somewhere like Twitch. If you're on YouTube or a couple other platforms, then those live streams will always be there for people to watch. But people, more often than not, will not rewatch your live streams. So at least if you're uploading a YouTube video, that will always be there. That has the potential to be evergreen, and that has the potential to make you more money as a YouTuber versus being a streamer. Makes total sense. I am all on team YouTube. Most of my content, maybe not necessarily on this channel, but the vast majority of my content, I try to make evergreen for that reason, because it will always be there to make money. It makes sense, and I'm sure, I haven't looked at any comments, but I'm sure people are finding a way to really dog on Pokimane for that. Now I have the saddest trend of the week, guys. So there has been a discovery about plants. I don't know why this was trending, but it was. And this is something that I've known my entire childhood, because my dad told me about it when I was young and I felt horrible. Apparently, it's news to some people that plants actually scream. Long story short, they've been testing it again, and you put plants, you hook them up to whatever you need to hook up, and their frequencies, and they scream at such a high frequency that the human ear can't hear it. But at the end of the day, they are screaming, they are reacting, they are communicating to other plants if you were to starve them or rip tree branches off them. Because I remember, like, way back when I was a little kid, I would go to, and I can't say this word because my dog, I don't know where she is, but yeah, she's laying behind me, to the P-A-R-K. And if I were to, like, rip a branch off of a tree just for the sake of doing so, my dad was like, hey, you're actually hurting the plants. I always remembered that because my dad told me about this discovery, and I don't know why it's trending again, but people are figuring this out for the first time. I don't mean to sit here and be like, oh my God, I always knew this. You guys didn't know, but this has been a thing for a very long time. I feel horrible for plants. I never unnecessarily rip anything off of a plant for that reason. And then I already can see the comments, dude. Wow, this guy feeling bad for trees. Oh my God, they're not sentient beings. Like, it's something that we can understand. Why not err on the side of safety? I will leave the plants alone unless I have to. So it's very sad, but this is something that has been rediscovered, I guess. Maybe they're testing a little bit more about it. I don't really know, but this has been a thing for a very long time, and I've always taken this to heart. Moving on, a Monopoly movie is now in development starring Margot Robbie. Shocker. This movie is nice. I wonder if this movie's going to do well with Margot Robbie, but I actually kind of like the idea of a Monopoly movie. I didn't like Barbie. I thought that was a horrible movie. If it's going to be anything like that, then I am completely out, but the idea of turning Monopoly into a movie is actually quite interesting to me. And I promise you with all my heart, I'm not saying that because of Margot Robbie. I'm not. It's just the idea. It piques my interest. So anyways, that's in development now. Guys, there is one more thing that went trending that is absolutely insane to me. The ugly people of the world are upset because the character from Stellar Blade is better looking than them. So if you'd like to hear about that, because we dive into it, it's crazy. We dive into so many people talking about it. We dive into what the character looks like, the model it's based off of. Check out this video on screen right here. It was trending throughout the week, and it was crazy. Take care, everybody.